Okay. We're settling in. We are cozy. You know the energy of when like you first meet somebody and you don't really know what to say, so you just fill all the empty space of the conversation with personal information.
You just start info dumping about what you ate for lunch and your greatest fears and what you wanted to be when you were a child.
That's the same energy as this video that you're watching right now. I don't really know you, and you don't really know me. There's like 100,000 of you, and you don't know me like that. And I feel like we gotta change that. I feel like we gotta get to know each other. Hello and hi, my name is DYEBONES, and welcome to my show. It's not really a show yet, but you know, we'll get there. I feel like I need a theme song. I feel like this is not a show unless I have a theme.
Gotta get up, gotta get out, gotta go home before the morning comes. His name is DYEBONES, he's dyeing your clothes, tell stories and jokes, holding his coffee mug. DYEBONES!
I'm going to be answering questions. I asked you guys to ask me questions on my Instagram, which you should go follow. My name is Alejandro DBones, DYEBONES on the internet. I've been chronically online since I was 12. I actually had this YouTube channel when I was in middle school, and I would post YouTube videos. Jamona. So for me to hit 100,000 subscribers on the same YouTube channel I started posting originally is amazing. And I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for being here. I've been posting on the internet for as long as I can remember, and I've never done it really to like gain an audience. I never did it to like become an influencer. I just like being goofy and silly, and I like making people laugh, and I thank you guys for that. Let's just go into the questions. I don't know how to format a YouTube video. I haven't done this in like 14 years.
That'll be $15.91. Would you like a free toilet plunger with that purchase?
Yeah, it's Lil Al. Okay, it's Lil Al. Today, I'm gonna ask you some questions. How old are you?
How old am I? I am 20. Actually, I'm not gonna tell you that.
Where do you live?
I live in Brooklyn, New York.
What's your social security number?
Who is writing these questions?
What does DYEBONES mean?
It's a pun off the name Dry Bones. Nintendo, if you see this, I'm lying. I named myself DYEBONES because I started my clothing brand by dyeing t-shirts. If you don't know, I have a clothing brand.
What's the inspiration for your brand?
It's called Good Fortunes Project, and now we do even knitwear. Like I made this cardigan, this beanie. I even have characters for my brand. This is Bleach Boy. Bleach Boy is the physical embodiment of bleach and dye that I use to make the t-shirts. So he's like a dye spirit. And in the comics that I write with my friend Reed Stinson, he helps me dye the clothes. So if you read the Good Fortunes comics, you'll know Bleach Boy's backstory.
Where are you from?
Born in Bogotá, Colombia. Si no sabían, también hablo español. Que nací en Bogotá, Colombia. My whole family lives in Bogotá. I'm Colombian, and I'm proudly Colombian. I love repping my culture, and I love being Latino.
How do you describe your style?
If Miss Frizzle from Magic School Bus, and if y'all don't know who that is, you're too young to be here. If Miss Frizzle, quirky art teacher vibes, streetwear, like streetwear Miss Frizzle. That's how I describe it.
Gay? Are you gay? Are you gay?
I'm scared of penises, and I like to eat pussy.
What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie of all time is Cat in the Hat live action. I feel like that movie raised me. It gave me my sense of humor.
Dirty hoe. I'm sorry, baby. I love you.
How are you so positive?
My biggest hack for being positive is just being grateful. Being grateful for like where I've come from, how far I've got. For me, this is a dream, right? Like 100,000 people are subscribed to my YouTube channel. That's insane. Whenever I'm sad, because I'm not always happy. I get sad sometimes. It's okay to be sad. Whenever I'm like, oh, the video flopped. Or I can start comparing myself. I remember like, no, like I should be grateful. And you should be too. Even if your life's like a mess or you feel like, oh my God, I'm not where I want to be. There's a lot of things to be grateful for. And if you can't think of any, you're alive, right? It sounds corny, but you're alive. You can drink some water.
Favorite fan interaction?
I don't know if you guys know this, but I have this like code, this like system. I've invented the secret word of the month. Every month we have a new secret word. It's what you comment instead of first and instead of early. Let's say you see me in public. You see me in public, you don't really remember my name, but you know I've made you laugh before. You want to say something. Maybe you're a super fan. You're just shy. You see me in public, you go up to me, you tap me on the shoulder. We lock eyes. We bow down to each other. We are now engaged in the most intense game of rock, paper, scissors you've ever played. And if you win that game of rock, paper, scissors, I'll give you a tiny frog that I keep inside my wallet. I carry them wherever I go. Like, you know those characters in video game just give you items for your quest. That's what I'm trying to be for you. I've given out frogs in Croatia, frogs in Colombia, in Italy. I travel all the time. It's my favorite thing to do. I never know where I'm gonna spawn, so always be ready and always know the secret word.
Favorite place you've ever traveled to?
Pussy. Recently went to Japan, and it was a dream. I've wanted to go to Japan since I was a little kid. I feel like everything I've ever been influenced by clearly from Japan, and it was just such a dream come true, and I want to go back.
What's your first tattoo?
My first tattoo was Mac Miller, and I got it when he passed away. Mac was my favorite artist, right? And he's one of those artists that I felt like I grew up with. As his music matured, I matured. And I actually met Mac. I gave him a t-shirt, he wore it on stage. So when he passed away, I got the little portrait of him wearing my t-shirt on stage. Music's a beautiful thing, man.
If you had a music festival, who would be your 3 headliners?
Number 1, Kendrick Lamar. That's like one of the best shows I've ever seen. Rosalia, another one of the best shows I've ever seen, and LMFAO. I love LMFAO more than life itself. The LMFAO reunion tour, that's my music festival.
Did you ever have an emo phase?
I hate Dora.
I looked like JoJo from Horton Hears a Who. Inside me and inside all of us is a tiny JoJo. Horton Hears a Who.
What's the favorite thing you own?
I have a giant Snorlax that I like to take naps on. Oh my God, it's so comfy. I filled it with memory foam. It changed my life.
How big is it?
The Snorlax is huge. It's big, it's giant, and it's comfy. I don't know how to end these things yet, so I just want to thank you guys for being here. Really, really appreciate 100,000 subscribers. I hope this is the start of a beautiful YouTube journey. I don't want to be a TikToker. I've never wanted to be an Instagrammer. I've only ever wanted to be a YouTuber. YouTube feels like home. I'm really happy to be here. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys soon. I guess that's it, right? I'm just gonna walk off dramatically.